Happy Monday to you. I got on here a lot later than I had planned, but in spite of any planning or not, I could not have planned for the message that I have to eke out today, which is crazy. Could be some significance to the artist Ludacris, because I kind of wanted to say that word. Um, so there could be some significance to the actual artist. Oh my God, this person is obsessed. All right. We're going to talk about it, especially because what I'm getting from the cards is collective member. You are of a mindset, and rightfully so. I'm not coming for you. Hear me out, though, okay? That, you are forgiving of this person. You are forgiving of this energy. You are forgiving of the past. Great, right? We're talking about this, though, because it's a general collective, right? So one person's forgiveness to the next might mean a little bit of something, something that we damn sure would have to talk about. So we got to talk about it, even if it doesn't resonate. Makes sense. Love and light, eat me. Welcome. So this person is whether guy, girl, what have you, but you guys don't come for me. I'm pretty sure it's a female. I'm pretty sure it's a female. Okay. Whether you want to interpret that as energy or genitalia is between you and you, right? I'm talking energy at least. Okay. But I really feel like it is I'll just say a female appearing person. Okay. Just to be fair. So there could be some significance to blonde hair or like brightly hued tones of colors of hair. So like like purple, even or gray. Okay, so this person kind of like sum in total of their energy or their path or the history between uh you and they really was a dark one, really was a depressed one, really was a broke, busted, disgusted one, right? It's because of this person, the energy, dare I say, entity. All right, this person's rocking with negativity, negative forces, low vibes. Okay, this person is actively drowning in whatever and what all ever they can manage to and or pretend to have going on. Okay, and 222 just hit that timer. Collective member, do not fear and do not worry. All right, we're talking about this for power purposes, right? Knowledge is power, makes sense. And you guys well know on the other side of some clarity, you really can strategize with putting your best feet forward. All right. So you're not having the cards coming out on your side of things as they should never be. Right? Right. Okay. This person has a dark side that they lead, excuse me, that they allow to lead them. They lead with, I guess was the channeling, the dark side they lead with. This is giving the energy of that, of like Venom, right? As cute and everything as they do assist him to be, right? It's kind of cute, right? But when you're talking about the reality of the situation, demons ain't cute, right? Yes, we've all known and loved them and thought they were time or moon cycler too, right? But not now. This is New Earth. Like, catch up real fast, okay? Don't get it twisted. This dark side is not forgiving. They've got a vengeance. Oh, wow. All right. Okay, spirit. Um, Wow. So you're looking at this person like it's okay, like it's giving like not to bring biblical times into this, right? But it's giving Father forgive them. They know not what they do. Yeah, okay. Uh-huh. Forgiving helps you get past it, right? So go on ahead and forgive. Don't delusion though on the other side of the forgiveness that you're affording them, right? Because it's for you, not them. Remember, okay? Don't get it twisted. This person is literally dark energy. We're talking about dark side drowning in negativity just on their best days when they're shining bright. Okay? It's not giving the vibe for New Earth or anyone outside of Karmicville. You don't live there. You don't love there no more neither, right? You love you. Okay. You don't live here. This is not your birthright abundance pact. I don't see, huh? That ain't even the sun, honey bun. That's a little itty bitty lamp. Don't fall for the hype. Okay. All right. Because, not everything can be replicated, duplicated, right? Like that of your own energy, dare I say, entity, divinity. Makes sense? So we are damn sure talking about karmic connection. I hate that for you, all right? But I do enjoy assisting you guys, especially when we're talking y'all getting the clarity you need to actually live out your best lives. I don't mind that part, right? So here we are. Now, this person, I understand, honey. I get it, right? Like, I so get it on a personal note. Sex is bomb with this person. You're not the only one, though. And on top of not being the only one, it's way too risky. Like, no, you don't. Like, you're done. You're done. They're done. Okay? No more fun. If that's what you think is fun, because really it's a risk. This person, if you know them to be emotionally intelligent, really doesn't believe the same about you. 545 could be a number of some significance, all right? Because they are intentioning the whole fucking time to play and pull strings, heartstrings, and all of that, right? Um, that's insanity, because nobody's stupid here. And we're divinely guided, inspired, and protected. So, right? I get it. They may be actually brought you onto this, or aspects of it, or it felt like it anyhow, or you pretended. Okay? It's not enough to stay broke, busted, disgusted. It's not enough to stick around with the karma. Some of these people are already entangled, engaged, and formally entangled, right? Because I don't know, this is saying divorce, right? But I'm getting that there's a lot of people that have, like, you know how they say, like, common law marriage, like, oh, that's my wifey, oh, that's my hubby, right? And though, because what, you don't even have a ring, let alone a piece of paper here. Right? This person is obsessed. They are envious. It's giving would put skin on, yours to be exact, if could, and get away with it. All right. But the whole time, your whole spiritual guidance team is saying hell to the no. This mofo is toxic. This mofo is a bugaboo. You already know, because they've been trying to latch on into your energy. They've been trying to get evidence. They've been trying to hope you don't put some of the evidence that you could speak on, all right? Because whoever I'm talking to is intuitive. The Queen of Cups often being, evil-eyed by some of the other queens in the court of tarot, if I do say so myself. Because you know what, you guys? Anyone can be in karmic energy. Oh, maybe that's a synchronicity. 727 on the timer. Just say it, right? Make it make sense. The envy, the evil eye, the jealousy is here, all right? And the situation is, aside from keeping secrets from you, okay, what you maybe don't know is some of the secrets about they're working with police. Okay, they've got connections. They might tell it like friends. Really, it's obligations. You know what they say about snitches. And remember, when you're around somebody, you're around their karma. Do you want that? I don't think so. No, you. Who said? No, you don't. Not this, okay? 808 could be a number of some significance. Look, caution, hello, hey, hi, right? Caution, they made a card about it. Like, how serious, right? This person, you already know, was on this type of time, okay? You already know was trash, okay? Not that anyone's better than anyone, but when you live like this, and when you live in it, and amongst it, right? It just is what it is. If they gave you an apology, it was fake. If they give you another one, it will be fake. Okay. So serious. This person has nothing. This person has nothing. And you already know. Already know in the T card for who? The Queen of Cups. That's you, collective member, in case you didn't realize. I know you knew. Okay. What you also maybe didn't know, though, is this mofo is having third party energy. Yeah, no, that's kind of an understatement. This person is hitting the strip. All right, whether they are stripping down, whether they're walking it, okay? And you know what all you can do besides getting a room in those type of areas, in that kind of sect, okay? Not coming for anyone, because y'all can do as you please. That's why they call it free will. This mofo is not doing it so safely with their free will, and that's why we're talking about this, because I'm protective over my collective, whether we met 14 seconds ago or tomorrow. I said what I said. I'm so serious. Love and light, you guys. I'm on one today with this, though. What do you mean getting a room, hotel, motel, business suits, and pleasure vibes? Oh, no fucking wonder. Pregnancy test. Yeah, that's what happens when you play dummy games, okay? You get some of those consequences, right? This is nothing planned. This is not even anything happy. And I'm not here to word curse. I'm just describing the energy. I'm just describing the awareness that I'm getting off of Whom all is connected to this? All right. Take what fits, let the rest sit. This person destroyed themselves. This is like grade A self-sabotagier, if not a narcissist, okay? Why? Because like a narcissist often is insecure at their core, daddy issues perhaps, right? They don't want to hear that though. They don't want to heal. You tried to help them, remember, collective? I know, yeah. And all they wanted to do was fulfill the next fantasy, whether it was with you or the next guy. Oh, I said what I said. Okay, so Spirit's like, yeah, no, so game over. Your whole team is here. Like, yeah, no, game fucking over. Right? Let them try. Okay, because this person, any action they're taking towards you or away, quite frankly, total drama. Again, karma mixed it with the total damn, it ain't even, you can't even just get the original recipe of drama. This is the total drama, right? Nobody has time for that in New Earth energy, collective member or not, really. Make it make sense, okay? So Spirit's like, yeah, kick to the curb is where they remain as far as the position, even in your future. Okay, so serious. But the reason why we're talking about this, you guys, is because this person wants to start over, perhaps. But no worries, because I got your clarity on the other side of ringing the bell and giving some of the free readings. Those that know what to do may do so now. Welcome in, you guys. Have a seat. This is juicy, if I do say so myself. Love and light, Freaky J. Love and light, Fiona. Love and light, Eat Me, of course. Love and light, Country Love. Welcome, welcome. This is like, ooh, this person is over somebody in my collective. All right, and y'all know the tea. If this is just one of those where it's like, yeah, it's a general collective, right? But this feels hella specific, like hella personal, right? Not on a personal note, like for me, but like in general, right? So you're going to have to know that this resonates, or you're gonna have to know that it doesn't. You guys, I shit, you know, I just saw 1212. I'm so serious. Empowerment. Yes. All right, let's see. No one has a question? I got a question. You got a question? Who got a question? This person wants to start over. What? The total drama? The fuck shit? The trash? Let me stop. But we do have to talk. I don't know if you guys want me to hit up the Evil Eye deck or not, because they damn sure did. They tried it. They did it. Okay. And it's giving, you know, repeatedly. I hate that part for you, but what did we say we were going to say from now on? ... It shall not prosper. Because we're not even highlighting the weapon being formed, y'all. I'm so serious, right? Let's just highlight the facts. It shall not prosper. And that's what it is. Okay, let me see here. What's going on with my screen? Ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting, Amy. I'm not sure what to make of that one. I would definitely contact the local office at the county and ask them, you know, what services are available to clarify as to how that could have happened, you know, or contact local council perhaps. Much love and light, babe. All right, let's see. Oh, let's see about homegirl. Freaky J got a nickname for everyone in her. But like, dude, bro, homegirl. That is wild, Eat Me, like Fiona said. My goodness. All right, let me see about homegirl for Freaky J. Oh, the yes one to come out with the Knight of Cups, talking about romanticism and ish, right? This is kind of giving red flag energy though, because I don't know, and you know, I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. We'll have our meeting soon enough. I don't know if this is like, oh, like, you know how people be like, oh, you look, well, this is what I get, like, well, this is what I have gotten, because I don't get it no more, remember, universe. But anyways, people will be like, oh, you know, you have stability about you. So you look good, kind of thing, right? And I'm just like, oh, that's, so we're gonna say, ooh, justice on the other side of this, though. We're gonna say, I was already gonna high vibes it, and that they're just really gonna see your worth and appreciate the tags. right? Because don't forget the tax, babe. Okay. But it's a yes regarding homegirl. Up and light to you and homegirl. All right, let me see here. All right, will you be burning up around this month? Ooh. I don't know about a Panati period. Huh. Burning off and experiencing at the same time. I feel like burning off means you don't experience it. Eat me. You trying to ask a trick question already? I've been on here 15 minutes. What are you guys doing today? Come on, and this ish is juicy. I don't want to lose a channeling. Oh, to go to the IRS. Oh. All right, so I'll just say, is it a good win, right? Is it a good win about Panati? But also, if other readers are saying, seeing and saying good things, can't you take that? You know what I mean? That's a little dangerous when you're ripping up seeds of manifestation, right? Unless you're saying my intuition tells me that all of those multiple readers now, however many it is, are saying, you know, you guys have to watch, because, you know, I'm not here for you guys to abuse tarot, right? We use it. We don't need it. I'm so sorry to tell you, nobody needs tarot. Tarot assists, right? But when you guys are in a mindset that is not okay, I do need to bring that to your attention in hopes that you will correct it. I can't strong arm you, but what I can also do is not participate in some of the lower vibes when I don't want to. Like, I know what fruit that produces, especially if I'm intending to do it. Why should I? That's not even nice to you, Eat Me. You know, I could see if it was a situation where you're like, oh, my intuition is telling me, you know, I just, you know, because that happens, right? But just to be like, what do you say? And what do you say? And what do you know, that's not what tarot's for, you guys. Okay? I mean, I say that because I'm serious about what I'm doing through it. Like, if it was, you know, I don't want the karma for ripping up your seeds, you guys, right? Like, it's hard enough. You know what I mean? Just to be manifesting and moving on, right? I don't want to be working at all of that and then working at ripping up your own seeds of manifestation. What would happen to mine? You guys, you know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is. So, you know, I feel like, Eat Me, hopefully you can understand why I'd lovingly ask you, please and thank you, ask another question. I'm not here to rip up seeds. I care too much about my collective. I actually love you guys. I'm not going to shit on you guys and then also know I'm doing it. And then also, like, talk about it. I'm not that type of person, and I'm not that type of reader. Okay? So, I'm sorry for what you're going through, right? Maybe you'd like to ask another question that can assist you better than ripping up a seed. And I'll give you time to think about that, because I want to release the message. How about that? So, stick around, all right? Please get this, you guys. Watch the movies I'm asking you to watch. I don't get any kickbacks for you guys watching movies. I'm not getting anything out of it, but I'm telling you the truth. And if you guys care about the truth, you're part of my collective, right? So thank you for understanding that. I'm going to move on. All right, now here's the sitch. The very first card out is Black Magic. All right, and this is connecting to both your twin flame counterpart, divine spouse, kingdom spouse, as it were, as well as your own level and measure of intuition. Dare I say anointing. This intuitive Kev really speaks of like priestess energy. I say it that way because when you look outside of the lens or the frame, dare I say, it's quite restrictive, we'll call it a frame, of patriarchy, you can see that priestess energy is most aptly stated to be the most tapped in, or the first intuitive, even out of a pair of counterparts. Okay? Somebody's got a karmic connection that is really trying to almost destiny swap, such to the point that worst case scenario, right? They end up with your counterpart, and or worst case scenario, they end up with your intuition. This is giving destiny swapping now, right? That's why we're talking about this, because this is serious. And the cards do assist us with understanding just that. Do we need the cards? No. Okay. So even if I left you with the minuscule amount of cards that we've gone through, you already know, because you've been empowered to know with clarity, dare I say myself, okay, that this is not the person for you. And even so, the cards confirm that you already know the tea regarding this, okay? Again, going back to how we don't need the cards, but the cards assist us. All right. In reality, okay, collective member, you are supposed to, regardless of twin flame or not, and the reason why we say that is not because we're claiming big L's around the counterpart connection, right? But hear me out, you guys. Just because you have a freaking counterpart doesn't mean that's... Do I want to say that? I don't think I want to say that. All right. I'll say the other part. Even though you understand you have a counterpart, right? It's not necessarily in the soul contract to just be kumbaya with it inside of a circle or riding a horse on the sand towards the ocean. Just saying, okay? Could be that you got work to do together. That makes a lot of sense. It could make a lot of money too. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is, which could also be connecting back to the Ten of Cups, all right? Whether or not, amorously or not, with that twin flame counterpart, regardless, you're to be at the Ten of Cups. And not even by yourself, okay, in case you wondered. I know it sometimes sounds like it, feels like it, looks like it, right? And I know some of you have been waiting a long time, I get that, okay? But then again, you know, there's been a lot of shit, dare I say, fuck shit going on, all right? In spite of it, Six of Swords, lighter, brighter days, calmer waters, better energy. And you really understanding your worth and understanding exactly how and why you add the tax that you do to it now, okay? So empowerment, going back to that 12-12 energy. All right. You guys are really at the point of understanding not only your worth, but how to work your worth in the sense of, do I give or do I retract back my energy? Right? Why is my whying? Right? Like, why am I here? Why do I show up for this? Why do I fight the good fight of faith? Right? You know now. Okay. So now you're part and parcel of essentially God's judgment, as it were, judgment of the divinity. You're able to judge with a Christ-like heart, if you will, and or Christ-like consciousness, which is never born out of bitterness, resentment. And that's why we saw the forgiving card come out quite early in the spread. And that's why I also had to be mindful to make mention that you shouldn't be overarching that energy such to the point of your own detriment. All right. So we're claiming you are right in balance in your level and measure of thinking and how and when you employ grace, okay, regarding forgiveness, but also regarding your own valuation of your self-worth, okay, because this person is giving Jezebel spirit, all right, whether physically or appearing female or not. And this person is not, they're low vibes, man. I don't know how else to say it. They're not nice. You know, it's giving silver tongue, lead foot, lead pipe. Like, what is this? Like, clue, right? I mean, some of you have an insurmountable amount of evidence regarding like some of the stuff that I'm talking about regarding these people. I say it that way because it's still a general collective, all right? You know that all they can ever do for you is this, the most consistently, and dare I say in the most disciplined ways and manners and mannerisms, and nothing else, in spite of that sex. All right. So don't forget now, because this mofo's trying to come back around with the cup, talking about that they match. When you're the queen of them, like, you won't notice whether you're guy, girl, what have you. Make it make sense. All right. They're all like, I want to start over. You let me down. Huh? What? Somebody say something? I don't want to let you go. Is this toddler time? I won't let you down. Where was the truth? You didn't see my tears. I feel so drawn to you. I compare others to you. I'm sorry, if somebody fucks with you so damn hard, right, and they all love you and this and that, how do they have time to compare you with anyone else? Shouldn't they just be engulfed in you, all that is, right? According to the way that they're trying to front. Makes sense? I know you don't feel the same. All heartstrings tuggeth. And what of it? The real truth is truthin'. Okay, see how there's like a difference in the aesthetic? This is also how cards can assist us. Okay. In that moment, I didn't care. Oh, yeah. I never used to look at you in that way. Oh, so this is giving opportunist. Somebody was stable, huh? Makes sense the collective member was stable. I fantasize about you, yeah, and the stability. You're so easy to see through. Oh, this person thought that it was easy to play you on top of all of the other truths. Ugh. I know we have a soul connection. Yeah. Do you want to know what kind? In case y'all wondered, collective. Because it came out, just to be fair. Ta-da, look at the screen. That's what kind. I couldn't tell you face to face. So sneaky stealth mode, right? I don't like that. Shisty. I don't need your approval. Indignant when caught, right? When guilty becomes volatile. I am not coming back. Exactly. Because your spiritual guidance team would have none of it. You shouldn't try. I understand you better now. I wish you would come back. You know how I said, collective, how the spiritual guidance team would have none of it? Don't you be the one to try to go running back across the street even towards these mofos. Because you will then have fucked around and will most assuredly find out. It's not worth it, babe. You did not break me. I'm sorry, what was the original accusation here? Like, I don't... It's giving Delulu, okay? I scared myself that day. Yeah, because it's Delulu, right? I'm different now. Still lying. Okay. I'm happy that it's over. Still lying. I'm waiting for an apology. Still Delulu. You get what I'm saying here, collective? I mean, I feel like I don't even need to get into names and chart placements because, like, you already know the tea. It came out in the cards, if that makes sense to say. So the bell has rung, you guys. Steer clear of this mofo. I think what I'll do while you guys get some of those questions in the chat box, I'm going to check on chart placements and whatever else will come out of some of these other kinds of cards just to see. Yeah, there's definitely some significance to dancing with boys, if not a stripper. They're in a club doing stuff. Okay. This person you could know to really thrive under pressure, or that's what they admire about you. That's part and parcel of your stability, the way that they view it. Take what resonates here. But I'm looking at Sagittarius and Aries chart placements. Somebody is really just a fly-by-night type of individual talking about YOLO, and that ain't even the truth. Double confirmation on Sagittarius. Okay, there could be some significance to like a karaoke bar type of situation as well, if not a club. And there could be some aspect of sleeping around with some of your friends even, or vice versa. Or they sleep around like you know how like it's like, oh no, these are my friends, but come to find out they were all fucking each other kind of thing, right? I mean, it's not safe to entertain this person any kind of sexual and or physical type of way at this point, in case you cared. Okay, all I can do is inform you guys. You use your intuition. Definitely wrap it, strap it. Okay. Yikes. Ugh. Like, this shit is making my skin crawl, bruh. Hey, Cancer again. Yeah, talk about have a self-care routine. Yeah, you damn sure better be protective of all of your assets. Okay. Libra coming out. This person, you know, how we already found out that they're at their core insecure. Well, makes sense that it's also coming out there intimidated by your authority. I'm just getting that that's on a spiritual note. However, if you're sitting there as a judge or an officer, right, like make it make sense. But it's just giving spiritual, which trumps any authority anyway, if I do say so myself. All right. Double confirmation on Libra. This person may actually text you soon, or you have texts that you know and you didn't open them yet. Okay. You know how you do that thing where it's like, what do you... I see what they talk. I ain't opening that shit. Double confirmation on Aries. Wow, that's, I don't know, we've had a reading where it was like double confirmation on 3 freaking particular signs. That's interesting. Um, and you know, this person, heads up, somebody is here, whether Aries or not, and they're like almost ready to get off on, not to be like vulgar, but this person is giving that, right? It's like they're almost ready and waiting to get off on the next argument that you guys will have because they like that shit. This is probably somebody that says something along the lines of you know, you're so cute when you're mad, you know, I just love to see you get mad. How loving is that? Like, what the fuck kind of delusional mess is that kind of thinking? Crazy thing is, I've had people say it to me. But I digress. Anywho, you guys, my skin's crawling. All right, let me see here. Let's see here, Earth Angel. Okay, about Alex. Now, you were here yesterday asking about somebody having feelings for you. I'll be honest, I don't remember if the name was Alex, but the answer was yes. So I don't know if you guys are coming on and then leaving and not getting your question. Because what I want to be sure is, like, I'd almost prefer that be the case. Not really, though. Like, how rude. But because I'm not here to just, I'm not here for that. Like, oh, how about tomorrow? Does so and so still have romantic feelings? You guys, be mindful of what you're doing through the tarot, because I'm like really on high alert right now. Like, I'm quite alarmed, right? You guys shouldn't be abusing tarot. Please don't ask me to do it. All right. So what of it, like, between yesterday and today happened that makes you all of a sudden believe that, you know, if you've had a reading, and this is just anyone, right? Like, I'm not even coming for just Earth Angel 1111, right? I just want to be sure that we're not actually going against the grain here, such to the point where you guys are missing out on manifestations. So, Earth Angel, help clear that up for me, please, because I don't want to, I want to do you justice, if that makes sense. I don't want to not do you justice by participating in something that maybe you're not aware of, okay, if and when you are ripping up seeds, right? You guys have to, you have to have your own faith in this, right? Because otherwise, don't do it. Do you see what I mean? And that's just anything, inclusive of tarot, though, you guys. And I only say that because I care about my collective. I want you to get everything that you deserve as well as desire, unless divine has something even better, which often divine does, right? So I'm not here to be like a meanie or an asshole. Like, I'm not trying to be a bully. I don't want anybody sorry. I don't want anybody in low vibes, all right? And that's exactly why I just need the clarity on this, Earth Angel 1111. So if you could help me with that before I want to, you know, I'm not here to rip up seeds, you guys, right? So if you're telling me, baby, that you didn't come on yesterday to ask about Alex, then it's okay. Then we're good, right? I do a lot of readings. I do multiple live streams on certain days as well. And people come on each live stream and ask me for free questions. And again, you guys, tips and donations are actually accepted. So thank you. Thank you for following the live stream rules. Thank you for assisting the channel. My goodness. I don't mean to not thank you regarding those things, especially if you're doing them, okay? But let's be clear. I'm not trying to actually make it so that you guys don't get your actual manifestations. I don't want the karma. I hope you guys understand my heart in that, because it's actually not me being mean. All right. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so you asked about the YouTube channel. All right, so let's ask about Alex. That's fair. All right, but hopefully, Earth Angel, you understand why I'm very passionate about making sure, because my goodness. All right, so maybe it was the other day you asked about Alex. Space them out, right? Like maybe once a week, because otherwise it's giving obsession, and the universe knows that, even if I don't, right? When you are obsessing over something, unless it's just the fact that you're amazing and there's absolutely no problems in your life, right? It's a danger zone to obsess, right? Because what you obsess over, you guys, you do create, especially if you are fearing while you're obsessing, okay? So we have yes, but look at the bottom of the deck. It's the epitome, honey, of what I was saying. Like, okay, so here's your yes, Earth Angel 1111. And I'm not picking on you, babe. I love you. I mean, this is just me caring, right? So, exactly what I was talking about on the bottom of the deck, though, and this is why we use the cards in assistance, right? Makes sense, okay? It makes it easier. I was just talking about how if you guys, anyone, right? Not even just Earth Angel, okay? Any one of us, okay? If we manifest in such a way where we are telling the universe because we are fearing, I actually don't want the very thing or the very experience that you damn sure do want. And we'll say for the most times, you deserve that, right? Maybe not every time, though. It's okay to say that part, okay? But for right now, right? Let's just say it is, okay? See how this person is running into the manifestation with swords that might actually chop off the heads of the people on the... See why we use the cards, okay? So take the advice with a grain of salt if you must, but I'm here doing my part. All right. So love and light, Earth Angel 1111, and congratulations on your yes. Please don't get into a fear state or lack mindset about that, and don't obsess, and live your best life in spite of not being with that person yet, or in spite of not having that romantic proposal yet, right? Because that is the cheat code, you guys, to getting exactly what you deserve and more. Okay, especially from a loving connection that includes more than just you inside of it, right? Okay. Okay, so love and light, Earth Angel 1111. Eat me. Let's see here about tangerine. I had some tangerine juice I bought at the store the other day. That's so funny. Tangerine keeps coming up. Aw, tangerine. Ooh, that's too many. All right, here we go. Oof. Why did this card come back out? Oh my god. All right, so let me try again because I still have the pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So we have yes. Ooh, in spite of maybe somebody thieving tangerine, like somebody taking tangerine, you could actually get communication, or you will be assisted with communication regarding like how you get tangerine back. If somebody, especially if somebody took tangerine. All right. Okay, so that's what I have for Eat Me. Okay, Love and Light Chelsea Daily. Okay, GDCC. Okay. Now, Chelsea Daily, when you asked me that question the last time, was it a no? Because if it was a yes, why would we ask again? I need clarity because I'm not ripping up seeds of manifestation. And I think that's a great thing on my part, if I do say so myself and toot my own horn, I suppose. The only thing I can think to do, you guys, if we don't get a wrap around this, I'm gonna have to restrict the amount of free tarot, because I'm not trying to keep track of like, was it last Tuesday or last Thursday that you know what I mean, you guys. Please watch The Secret. Okay, you guys can do this. You can. It's free. All right. So I get it. If you can't spend an hour with me on the channel, spend it on the secret link over there on the community board, and or just in general course youtube.com. I prefer that because I want you to get exactly what you desire and deserve. I'm so serious, you guys. And I'm really concerned right now because I don't want to have the conversation about like, please and thank you, don't ask me to rip up your seeds of manifestation. You know, like I don't want to do that to you guys. I don't want the karma for myself as well. I mean, call me selfish if you'd like to, but shouldn't you also care enough to really work through the steps long enough to see the fruit, right? It's what you're saying you desire and deserve. So you should want that and do the work. Please don't have me rip up seeds of manifestation for you guys just because I slipped up and didn't remember that it was 72 hours ago that you asked me that, and not, 12 days ago. Okay? We're not here to abuse tarot. I'm not that kind of reader. And I get it. I'm not for everyone. I'm here, seriously, here. loving and lighting you guys. All right. I also put my own prayers and petitions to assist you guys. Please let that come through. Archangel Michael, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I'm doing my part. And I feel like it's not unkind of me to expect you guys to do your own, especially when you're here wanting the stuff and deserving it. And I'm here rooting for you just the same. Okay. So I don't really know exactly. Okay, I miss Country Love. I'm so sorry, babe. Whoo-wee. I'm about to hop off here real quick. I can feel it. Oh, let me see about Shunda. Okay. Okay, let me see here. I don't even, I'm going to get a new deck. I don't like that. Hold on a second. Empress at the bottom of the deck indicating yes, Country Love. So sorry. Thank you for your patience. And of course, the yes card that came out of the deck being the King of Pentacles. So that tells me perhaps concerns about stability and finances, concerns about environmental changes, right? You know how like the more personalities under one roof, the more personalities are under one roof. That's all I'll say on that. That's what I have for you, Country Love. Now let me check back, right? To see what else I can ask regarding. Okay, so Chelsea, you got no other question. All right. I got no communication from you. If you're still here, can you please put a new question in, Chelsea? Because I'm not comfortable from what I'm remembering currently, checking on that just around the corner from when we last checked on that. Okay. I don't want you to not get the job. You know what I mean? All right, Chelsea. So, babe, I see you're still here and I'm grateful. I'm not picking on you, okay? I want you to ask another question if you want to have a question answered. I don't want to rip up the seeds. All right. I love you too much. All right. You're just claiming that job. It's okay. It's safe to claim it, right? Worst case scenario, something better happens. You guys have to get outside of the lack fear mentality. And it's not an overnight process. Ask me how I know. Okay. Still working steps, baby. But I'm still here delivering the messages. And I'm still standing on what I've also stated. Referable to karma. Okay. Oh, that would be good. Eat me if you get the photo. Right. Eat me's on point. Like, we're not here to abuse tarot. Exactly. We don't do those things. Haven't we been abused enough? Right. Haven't we been around abuse enough? If I do say so myself. I'm like, I'm not an abuser. I'm a lover. I'm a lover. I will not abuse tarot. You guys want me to break down and cry so that I get my point across. So it doesn't seem like I'm bullying you. I'm fighting. Half the time I'll be fighting y'all for you. Like, nah, you gonna get this. You better watch The Secret. Like, I'm so serious. Like, oh my goodness. Only because I love y'all. Like, I want us to win together and know exactly why. Right? Like, because we can and we are. We already are. Right? Don't forget now. I mean, you made it all the way to New Earth to what? Then be a loser and lose out on everything while everybody watches and laughs and chews on popcorn kernels. Get the fuck out The divine has an ultimate strategy and plan. If you can't get behind that as a fact, we should talk. Right? So book your session. And we can do that on a different day where I know what I'm up against. Because I did not expect that coming on, y'all. We started out and it was like, yay. And I'm like, wait a minute. Somebody went left so damn hard. Why? Where are you? Come back. Right? Nobody left behind on my watch. I care too much. So fault me if you want to, but I'll know exactly my why standing before divinity in offer of any exclamation, exactly, any explanation with an exclamation, okay? Because I'm so serious. We're not here to abuse tarot, all right? I'm trying to give y'all gifts and high vibes, right? Y'all come on here talking about, can y'all abuse a little bit to the, like, no, we're not. Not tomorrow either. Don't come try it. All right. The thing is, the earth life is really giving an illusion. You would have to go beyond what the 3D is still. I really have to put that in air quotes anymore. Is it really still considered actually literally 3D anymore? I have questions. But I do have to do some more research. Basically, it's a situation where divinity is about to be highlighted, and in order for divinity to be highlighted in the magnitude that it most assuredly will be highlighted, it's got to cause a level of pain and destruction to do that, right? You guys hear this, the spiritualists talk about the spiritual community, the timeline differentials, coexisting, ripping apart from each other, essentially from the third into the fourth. Okay. Ultimately, those that know, as days go by, whatever days mean, whatever time is, eventually, we're expected to have a crystalline body. Okay. There ain't no meat suit. So, keep going with that ascension, all right? Because you're here to build new earth, at least for such a time as this, all right? And guess what? It's not easy being a leader. It's not easy being highlighted as an example of anything or anyone by the divine. Is it rewarding? Yes. Is it necessary? I'd like to think so, because pain is. Why the hell wouldn't we be necessary, right? And that goes back to birthright abundance as well, you guys. When you start understanding the magnitude of who you are beyond this meat suit, how you are unseverable between, self, as it were, and divine. You are divine. You are divinity. Divinity is within you, and divinity backs you, and therefore is upon you. For those wondering why I say that way, often in the religious communities, that would be touted as a form of anointing, and there are many forms of anointing from one to the next. Okay, you guys, sage your spaces, clean them, declutter. All right, there's been a lot of monitoring spirits, as of late. And I'm mindful that spring is just around the corner, yes. But those that know, okay, if you've been experiencing what are monitoring spirits, they're quite, it's hard to overlook. I'll just say it that way. They always tell on themselves every fucking time. And it's laughable at this point. But I digress. Okay, let me just make sure I got everyone served before I hop off, right? Right, like, if you know what peace on earth would be for me, eat me, is like if we could just always just be, and be grateful, and also be content while still being inspired to create, and also having the room and the resources to create without any abandon. That's really part and parcel of a utopia for me, if I do say so myself. I don't know what you guys think, but I feel like, most of us, we do understand we are we are creators, to some degree, right? And we are here to create, makes sense. And when we are able to create, we are in alignment, um, referable to aspects of the divine agenda, and the divine plan. So that's why it's so easy to be in that baseline abundant energy of calm, peace, and serenity whilst creating, unless something goes awry according to plan or pattern or whatever the heck you're working on, right? There are things, you know, hurdles to jump over every now and again, referable to anything, quite frankly, right? But we don't magnify those, okay? Just like we don't abuse tarot. I love you guys so much. I really hope you know that. And let's see about Chelsea Daly. Is tomorrow going to be a lucky day? Okay, let's see here. That's a good question. Although you're blessed, so do you need luck, Chelsea? When you're blessed with the divinity within and upon you. But I digress. I do appreciate you eking out another question. So I will honor it. All right, Chelsea. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just helping y'all fight. That's all. All right. So, you better tap into the divinity. Okay. I don't know exactly if you subscribe to God, goddess energy, right? I don't know if you subscribe to Holy Spirit, as it were, but your higher power, higher self energy, you do need to tap into to create balance, all right, for yourself to, irregardless of the day, make it a yes for you. Okay. This is a yes for you. I'm not making it up, but the message stands, okay, in sum and total. Chelsea, love and light to you, babe. I believe in you, Chelsea. I really do. You better go have a beyond lucky day, right? Because you can. It's what you make of it, babe. All right. Okay, now let me see here. She's yeah, you know what? Eat excuse me, not eat me. I'm so sorry, you guys. You know what, country love? It's funny you say that part about like she needs help and you're gonna help her, but right, when that Three of Cups came out, I can't remember the other cards, so sorry, and I put them all in the deck and had answered some other questions, so hopefully you're still here. But um I did get an air of like almost like this person is worried that they're gonna have to be embarrassed on the back end, right? Because like for instance, what if the situation was like, and this is just an example, like you know, country love is told like, okay, if you come, excuse me, if you come stay with me for 30 days, right? I should be back on my feet with this, blah, 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 right? But there, yeah, sage. Somebody needs, this is, what, if you go there, you best smudge that house. I don't know if you can do it blatantly. I get it if you can't. But like things like salt and water could be used, that's for sure. Because this person just feels like they're like kind of panicking, just in general. But it also may be connected to the environment in the home. But I digress. What I was trying to get out was the embarrassment. It's like the Three of Cups is normally a celebratory card, right? But as, of course, an answer in yes to the situation, I just got that, you know, like she probably values your opinion, doesn't really want to make you any more concerned and or any more inconvenienced. Because if the situation were that she said, okay, come stay with me for 30 days, I'll be back on my feet, she's worrying. It's like the epitome of she's worrying in the back of her mind that it might actually take more like 6 months, right? For her to get back on her feet. And then there's worry about like how you will be perceiving her on the back end of essentially some misinformation or lack thereof. Okay. You know how they say like leaving stuff out is kind of like the same deal as lying, like it's like that, right? Oh, love and light, Teresa Horton, I see you. So that was country love. I hope you got that, babe. And yeah, I didn't want to say that because I didn't want to like, I just didn't really want to go down that rabbit hole. She's got a lot of energy that she might be suffering headaches too, but that could be part and parcel of some form of dehydration, which could mean she's crying a lot. But I digress. Okay, let me talk about all that. Let me talk about all that. Okay. So, Teresa, we have, okay, let me see here. Nothing like 27. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Can she, by any chance, I don't know if she's like into tarot, Put her onto the channel. I'll set her straight. That's for sure. Like, we can't have that. Your daughter, and I'm not coming for her, but just going off the cuff of what you've expressed here, Teresa, um, the root of all of that, aside from, any aspects of mental health, okay, I'm not a doctor. I'm also not unmindful of certain diagnoses, but in spite of them, I still say this, right? Um, Her root issue is her with her. She hates herself. So you know what happens when you hate yourself? And ask me how I know. I'm not coming for your daughter. I just lived this path for a moon cycle or two a lot. Okay. Um, I also at one point hated myself. I also didn't have boyfriends. I also didn't have girlfriends that were giving like much to write home about generally, because I noticed that they also didn't really treat themselves the best. I mean, how would you talk about other people and then pretend like you like them? I mean, where are they learning that? Probably from their parents. But anyways, so you've got to check you, Teresa, right? How do you hate yourself? Maybe you guys have contracted at the soul level to get through this, right? Makes sense. Okay, you're a mom, all right. But really, when you're trying to help somebody out of their kind of crab bucket energy or mentality, it does assist, especially when you're talking about a mom or a parent and child, um, what's it called? Paradigm, right? You're gonna have to really see what's in that mirror, babe. Okay. And I'm not coming for you like, oh, you hate you, because I'm not getting that you walk around going, I hate me, right? But when you can see how there are other ways where you could be more loving or think more loving about yourself here, you're in a better position to assist her. I'm only talking to you about this because you're asking for assistance, and maybe you just didn't realize how equipped you are to assist her. But maybe that goes back to that also heavy vein or theme, dare I say, of lack mindset. Like, I am not enough for this. I do need help outside of myself. And that's not me coming for anyone that says that. And really, it's a valid situation, because at that point, you're in some form of mental psychosis. You do need some sort of assistance and or emotional regulation that you require outside of yourself for that time. I'm not mindful of that type of state. I do know and love many people, right? Of all differing ages, inclusive of that age range that you speak of, and down, 27 and younger, quite frankly. So that's a start, right? But if this person, your kid really essentially is crying out for some sort of mental health assistance, why is that? Why has that not occurred? You know, let me see here what you're saying. Ooh, okay, let me see, because I don't have. Okay, well, yeah, I didn't have a dad either. So, um, I also had a kid who basically didn't have one of those either. And I, as a single parent, had to express, like, you know what? Definitely that person's loss. And you know what? Definitely your gain, because some mommies and daddies do more harm than good when they are present in the child's life. And you might express that in a way where she can understand that she is being basically saved from any more affliction that the lack thereof of that person, that father, that donor, if you will, has already performed. All right. Talk to her. Maybe she's saying a lot because she needs to talk, and maybe she needs to talk so she feels heard. Do you know how frustrating it is when you don't feel heard? Do you know how frustrating it is when you tell your parental and or authority figure, whatever the cry for help is? It could be anything, a number of things, quite frankly, or just not a cry at all. Just you would like communication. You would like to know that you are supported emotionally. You are supported, in working things out mentally, as well as, basic needs, right? Not everybody gets that. You know what I mean? But when you know you can give that, or dare I say gift it, you know, you should. It does help. I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying that you necessarily could help in the way that a physician could. But if for whatever reason you're of a mindset that you should not take her to a physician, I mean, she's grown, she can go, right? Then that's the best you can do is you know, be there, lovingly redirect, and tell the truth. Never sugarcoat it, you know? You don't have to be all bitter Betty, bitter Bobby to express to a child that the parents lack, you know, really is God's protection to some degree. I never really said it that way, but I'm just now thinking about it because you know how they say rejection is protection by the divine, right? Same deal from, again, parent to child and child to parent at times, depending on who we're talking about. So hopefully that helps, right? You talk all the time. And so why, you know, is she just saying she needs help and refusing it? I mean, why is nobody getting her help? She could walk into the nearest hospital and get help, right? My kid literally had to get help referable to just that. So I'm not unmindful, but again, I got my kid help. So I don't, but my kid wasn't 27. I mean, that's, you know, definitely an adult. I get that. I'm just confused as to why she hasn't gotten help, whether on her own or supported into getting it at that point. I mean, because, right. But the thing is, she can walk into any hospital and that's on her record. She's an adult, right? So your money has nothing to do with it. And then also, I think Trump is actually like in the mix, like 10 days from now, medical bills don't even go against your credit score. So it's like, what's the problem? So she's saying basically because you can't get her there, that she can't get herself there, even though she's grown. Does she live with you then? Is that you talk all the time and she's 27 and still lives at home then? Is that it? Maybe I just assumed that. And I mean, they also have like, how do I say that? Um, where you can like call in on Zoom, right? As long as you pay like $5 a month, I'm pretty sure, you know, you just get it to them when you can. All right. But where there's a will, I hate to sound callous, right? I too have been in innumerable positions, in an innumerable amount of times. That's not even me being dramatic, where I had to figure shit out by myself, all by myself. And of course, I tapped in to my divinity, Holy Spirit, as it were, God, Goddess, some might say, right? And you know, as long as I didn't give up, we made it through. You know what I mean? So I feel like, you know, I'm sending you love and light. Definitely, I would get some help. I would call an agency and say, listen, I'm stuck here. The car don't work. We don't have money. My kid is crying out for help. And she's an adult. You know what I mean? Everyone's psychic. A lot of people are turned off to it. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to commit to self. They'd rather commit to a karmic energy, apparently. So, you know, that's why I was talking the other day. I'm like, listen, the anointing to be a chosen one, that's no shit to brag about. That shit is, you're literally being like, I have one of the hardest paths. I am attacked often, right? Like, you know, it's just everyone's able to be psychic. There are levels of it because you would have to have believability, and apparently there are levels of that. That's why we were talking about we don't abuse tarot around these parts just a few short moments ago, because everyone's somewhere on the path, right? My intention is to have no one left behind, right? So if we got to have hard conversations, we're going to have hard conversations with a lot of love. All right. So I don't know exactly if you have a free yes, no, right? Like I've taken time on the live stream. We've been at this over an hour already, right? So Teresa, if you would prefer to email me, you know, if you want to, I'm not saying I need an email about that, but I don't mean to sound callous or make you feel like no one cares, right? I know what that kind of vibration and or feeling or mindset feels like. It's giving this, right? This is the Five of Wands card. This specifically meaning the card of fuckery. Now on the other side of it, same deal. Five of Swords, conflict. Okay. So you know, I just don't know what more I can afford onto you. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I'm not like currently licensed in anything. Um, but if you're telling me that you talk all the time and she's just not even functioning at this point, she's just ruminating over and over again about the lack. You know, at some point you have to either get a professional involved and or tell them, listen, you know, this is what I know to be the truth. This is how you can find empowerment and solace in spite of the truth. I believe in you, and just let them go, right? Because maybe they have to figure it out at that point by themselves instead of expecting someone to fix it. What if it's not able to be fixed? Now what, kind of thing. And so, you know, I don't know your daughter. Maybe she's not of a mindset to be able to do some of this work unassisted and should actually get professional help and maybe some medication. I don't know. But to ask if she's psychic, I don't know if you meant referable to the word that I had previously used, psychosis. That talks about a level of delusion that's not even helpful, right? Like it's not even like manifestation vibes. It's really like confusion and illusion, right? And so not everybody is in psychosis. Just to be clear, I'm not exactly sure if they're, you know, you guys, when we're texting, I don't know, I'm like, is that a typo? So I would ask her to watch the channel. And that's not me trying to get somebody else on here, but don't we, Teresa Horton, talk about these things quite often about how to really be empowered about one's own existence and what one's own existence means, in spite of what it may or may not mean from one person to the next, right? So there's an environment that isn't toxic that maybe you can introduce her. Okay, well, look up the math of the letters as well. That may be of some significance and assist you in translating whatever letters you're seeing on the wall. Okay. I wish I would have done that whenever I had seen what I had seen one time. I saw like, you know how they do like the matrix code? It's like 01101, you know, whatever it is, right? Don't quote me. I don't know the actual sequence, right? But you know how like it'll be like that line, kind of like the color of my nails a little bit. It'll be like across the marquee, um, and it's always like in lines, right? 01101, right? I saw something like that, but interestingly enough, they weren't numbers; they were letters, and they went across the marquee like that, right? Yeah, I don't know what that means, Teresa, but that would be part and parcel of some aspect of psychic awareness and not psychosis. So just to be clear. All right. So, you know, I can tell you, Teresa, as well, that often um, in the lineage, okay, so from one female generation to the next, those giftings are often handed down, but I also do know them to skip over a generation or two as well. And it really does go back to heart condition. It really does go back to awareness. It really goes back to capability. Like, for instance, if somebody, because I don't want to bring your daughter into this, but if somebody had, you know, a kid that just, for whatever medical diagnosis, very valid, right, could not have the mental processes with which to, yeah, there's a freaking fly, monitoring spirits, so fun, could not have the mental processes with which to actually action out some aspects of, for instance, initiation, all right, referable to psychic talents and giftings, right? Then ultimately God's grace, as it were, would skip over a generation. So I mean, you utilize your intuition on that. If you were suspecting that your child is psychic, then you know that could be playing off of your actual intuition regarding that, especially since you've got giftings. All right. All right, you guys, it's been fun. It's been real. I do have to hop off here. All right. So hopefully we got everyone served. I didn't expect to be on here this long, you guys. You felt something tapping your leg. Could be an angel. Okay, let's see. You want out? There you go. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, Nosy, go on. Psst, psst. Go, go, go. Pushkin. Okay, go ahead. Good girl. Okay. Alrighty. Anubis dogs. Okay, let me make sure I got everybody on here. I don't know what all I was saying before I got... You saw Hebrew? I don't know. It wasn't Hebrew, interestingly enough. It was literally like... I don't know, like, if it were these letters, but just imagine it's like H, W, U, V. And there were no numbers. I was like, oh, okay. Interesting. Right? So, that's what I have, you guys. And, okay, I'm glad it makes sense, Country Love. Sorry, I just now saw you say that. Okay. So you guys, do not give up. Watch The Secret. Okay? And manifest and live like that. Okay? So we're not actually not only abusing tarot, but we're not ripping up seeds of manifestation. Okay? And as I said that, the timer hit 1. That's so crazy. It's like the code. The Matrix. You guys made it to New Earth. You've escaped. What will you will, right? It's up to you now. You're in charge. Much love and light.